Hey rays of sunshine, it's Evelina of Evergreen Art Dolls, and as you can see, I am back from the Dolls of the World Expo. I have my shirt on so that I could show you guys because I bought this on the second day of the show, so that's Sunday, and I think it's absolutely adorable. I got it in this sort of light tan color, and it has all the little babies on there, so for all the seasons, it's got summer, spring, fall and winter right there. Dolls of the World 2025, super cute. And so I just wanted to share my haul with you guys. So the few things that I got from the show, because I did have a small haul this go around. And so the first thing is this shirt. So I bought this shirt to support, and it's just such a cute shirt, and I love collecting doll show shirts, or just anywhere I go really is like sort of like a souvenir that you can wear. So that is the first thing. And then I'm also going to be just talking about this show like as I go through this stuff. I'll probably be all over the place because I'm kind of scatterbrained right now anyways. I'm still unpacking some stuff, and I think I listed any remaining dolls that I have up for sale. If you guys are interested in seeing those, like a movement video or something, just let me know in the comments if you want to see what's left over, want to see how they move and how they pose, because I have, I think, 5 big dolls left. I think it's 5, but they have armature, so they're able to pose really nicely and all of that stuff. Sorry you guys, my dog was barking really loud, so I had to pause the video for a second. But this is my bag of goodies. So some things are things that I bought, things that were given to me, and things that I did. So but anyways, yeah, I kind of lost track of what I was talking about, but this is just gonna kind of be like a haul, but also a chit chat, I guess, of the doll show and my experience there. This is my second Dolls of the World Expo, and it was great. It was great, but we'll get into talking about that. Let's go ahead and take out our first thing. So the first thing that I wanted to take out is this, and you're probably like, well, that's not a doll or like accessories, doll accessories or anything. Well, it is actually my certificate of completion. Oh, here they go. Sorry you guys, I did not expect all of that this morning. Like, they are wilding out up there with the barking. I apologize, but anyways, and I can't concentrate. But yeah, so first thing we have is my certificate of completion, and this is for Jody Lombardo's fantasy and ethnic reborn painting class. So I am so excited about this, you guys. So I went to my second Dolls of the World Expo, but my first reborn painting class. So I've never painted a reborn doll before. I know some of you guys know that I am a doll artist, but I primarily focus on silicone dolls. And so yeah, I've started from the get-go with actually clay. So clay was my first medium, and then I moved on to silicone dolls, and I've just been doing silicone ever since. But I was really curious about like vinyl reborn dolls, not all of them, just like certain kits, fantasy kits that have come out, that because I'm a fantasy girly, I love the fantasy dolls and everything. They're my favorite for sure. There are also some really cute just yeah, human babies and things like that, especially the miniature ones. But I primarily want to focus on fantasy dolls, and also I was just really enthused with the ethnic reborns as well. So I definitely wanted to have an in-person class. I know there are tons of videos out there on YouTube. I learned how to make silicone dolls and paint them from YouTube videos as well. So I could have done that, but there's nothing like an in-person experience, you guys. And I was fangirling really hard on Jody Lombardo because her work is absolutely stunning. It's so amazing. I'll insert some pictures of her work here, but she focuses on ethnic and fantasy painting, which is what I would want to probably focus on if I do continue to reborn and paint reborn dolls. The class itself, you guys, was just so fun. It was so fun, and it was challenging though. It was hard, it was tiring, like just sitting in that chair from it was a 9 to 5, you guys. So Wednesday from 9 to 5 and Thursday from 9 to 5. So an intensive, like, full day's work of just sitting there and, you know, different methods that look weird. For those of you who are watching who were in class, the what did I call it? The ghost sheet beat. So you probably know what that is, but we had like a Kleenex tissue and would literally like paint like a layer, you know, or like creasing or whatever, and then just like beat the doll with a with the tissue, like just to take off any excess paint. But it was like, it was work, you guys. We just had to like beat that thing, and that's one of Jody's techniques to just help everything blend nicely. And I could talk for days about the techniques and the processes that Jody taught us, but it was really a lot of fun, and just to have two lovely ladies beside me and just around me to, you know, look in on and like ask things, like, you know, because it was my first time reborning. And Monica, who was to the right of me, she's reborn before, so she gave me some pointers and let me use some of her utensils and stuff from her reborning kit. I didn't have anything, you guys. I didn't have any supplies. Everything that I worked with was supplied by Jody, so I had to work with everything she had and her techniques, which she included everything that I actually needed. So I didn't have to worry about that. But a lot of people had their own like things that they, since they do reborning, they had their own things that they prefer to work with. So Monica had that. And then I got to meet the sweet Elisabetta. So she was an artist, a reborn artist as well, that sat to the left of me. And she's a lovely Italian lady, and I made friends with her and got to meet her for the first time. I've seen her all around like Dolly's social media and our groups and stuff, but I've never met her in person. So it was very nice that we both were like just awestruck that, like, you know, just putting the online presence with like the in-person presence can be like a thing. So it was we had to realize who we were to each other, but it was so much fun to meet both of them, and just everybody just in the class was great. We got to like talk across the table and like, you know, give each other compliments on our work and things that we could, you know, do to improve. And Jody was an amazing teacher. She was being pulled all different ways, but she made time to answer your questions and just show you her techniques. And it's so generous of her to show us her techniques and how she paints, because her painting is truly like, I don't know, when I go on my Dolly social media, her work really just pops for me. It just really stands out. I know she used a lot of black background for her pictures and things, so that's probably a part of like helping the color like pop, but just, it doesn't really matter. You just look at her work and it's just amazing. She brought some of her work into class, and it was so much fun to see in person. And anyways, I had a great time, you guys. The class was amazing. If you have the opportunity to take it, or any of her classes actually, make sure to check the Dolls of the World Expo Facebook group. Join that. Also, Jody Lombardo has her own website. I will try to link all that stuff in the description of this video if you guys are interested, but it's definitely worth taking in class. And she'll be at like all the doll shows coming up, like the Kansas doll show, the, I think West Coast doll show, I think is what it's called, and she'll be in a doll show in Australia. So there's many like opportunities to travel and different times to try to work something out if you guys are really interested in learning either painting or sculpting or something. It's just a great thing, and I want to take more classes in the future. We'll see, because it also is a time commitment too. You have to go, like I had to go to the hotel like a few days before the show, so that's like cost, and you kind of just gotta weigh those things out, the cost of a class versus, you know, you staying in the hotel or a different hotel. And you just got to really plan and organize if you want to do something like this and make it cost effective, if you're worried about that with your budget. But anyway, let me go ahead and show you guys the doll that I painted. So I did not get 100% finished, but I got finished enough to where I think I can do the rest myself and be pretty happy with it. So let's see. Okay, let me show you guys the head first. I had to wrap it all up, but this is the head that I painted. So it is the pumpkin pixie sculpt, vinyl Reborn by Ruth Annette. So Ruth Annette, and this sculpt is absolutely precious. So I did not see this little cutie at the show painted, but I know with as cute as this kit is, it definitely, there'll probably be a lot of them available next year. But this is the one that I painted with a sort of lighter ethnic skin tone. I was going with sort of like my skin tone. I didn't mind if it came out like a little bit darker, but this is what I came out with, because you have to build color. The darker you want it, the more layers of course you need to put on it. As you see right here on the rim, this is what color it started out as. So you probably initially you can't see like just how much color has been put on it, but when you look at the difference, definitely for sure. I needed to finish up some blushing, and I also wanted to do fantasy tips. So I wanted to take her ethnic painting class, but I wanted to add a little bit of fantasy in there, and I wanted to do like little green tips on the ears, but I might actually do pink, maybe pink tips. Still might do green tips, I don't know yet, but I didn't quite get finished with the blushing, but I got done with, I guess, the tone and sort of the shadowing that I like, I think, like in the creases and stuff. But I think I need a little bit more blushing and then figure out what I'm going to do on the tips. But this kit is absolutely adorable, and this is what I mean, like if a kit comes out like this, then I will want to paint it for sure. So I would, you know, that's why I wanted to learn how to paint vinyl and Reborn just for kits like this, because I think it's just so cute and definitely my vibe. Let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know how I did. Just so many interruptions, you guys, this morning. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to try to get through this video. There's a lot that I wanted to talk about. We'll just see how it goes. But anyway, so I just showed y'all the head of my pumpkin kit, and then let me go ahead and show you guys the limbs as well. I will put the whole doll together eventually once I'm sure that I'm done painting on it. So I'll wrap these up individually so that they wouldn't get scratched up and just, but yeah, so this might look a little creepy, but we have legs and feet here. So there are the little feet and some blushing on the toes. If you guys can see that really good, but yeah. And I feel like one of the hardest parts is making everything even. So as you see, the creases right there, you need to try your best to make just make all the parts even and look cohesive, because you're going to put the doll together. So that can be challenging a little bit, especially with these darker tones, or at least it was for me. But yeah, and again, you can see the difference in the original vinyl color and then the color that was put on. So, and not perfect, of course. It's my very first Reborn doll, so don't be too harsh in your judgment of it. But yeah, I went with magenta for the blushing on this girl, so I'm not sure if I want to do the pink tips or the green tips still. But yeah, those are the hands and the arms. And yeah, so eventually it'll be all put together, hopefully, fingers crossed. Y'all send me good wishes, because that I don't procrastinate, because I really want to see this cutie all put together. And then also, to go along with that, I got her a little outfit by my table neighbor Monica, who I said was sitting to the right of me the whole time. So I have some extra zip ties here to put the body together, and this is the body, or no, this body does not go with this doll. I should have my pumpkin body somewhere. I I definitely need to find that, but my kit definitely came with a body. But yeah, so Monica made this adorable outfit that should fit Pumpkin. So it's this cute. I told her I wanted something green, so I purchased her this from her at the show. So it's like a green swamp dress. So has little like lily pads, I believe, and stuff there. Yeah, like lily pads and dragonflies. Really pretty print. And flowers. And then it's lined with lace and the green top and a little froggy right there to tie in the whole swamp vibe. And then some little like bloomers, green bloomers that match the top, and a little cute headband with a little frog design there as well. So I got this to fit Pumpkin. When I put her all together, I will put her in this. Next, I guess I will show you guys the blank kit that I got. I did not expect to get a blank kit, but I did because like I said, it's going to be all about the kits, whether or not I reborn again or not, because if I had to compare, so this could be an ongoing discussion in the comments for those of you who reborn or who paint silicone and vinyl dolls, just as a comparison, because to me it seems harder, you guys. At least the ethnic tones, I haven't done a Caucasian or fantasy yet, but fantasy actually looks maybe a little bit easier, like it could be a little bit easier for me. I'm not 100% sure, but we were able to observe both types of painting in class. So the people who were doing fantasy and the people who were doing ethnic could look on each other and take notes and stuff. And I kind of think that fantasy might be a tad easier for me. And I haven't done Caucasian yet, but where was I going with that? I told you guys I'm so scatterbrained today. But anyways, I got a kit from Marita Winters. So she was there, and I just took a look at her booth and fell in love with a couple of her kits. Actually, I've known about her for a while and have always really liked her sculpts, but just the fact that she was there in person, I could get a kit from her in person. I really wanted to do that. And so I asked my mom as well which kit she like better, because I did want, like, honestly about 4 or 5 of her kits to keep and potentially paint, but I was like, I'm not going overboard because I know how I can be sometimes and I can procrastinate. And like I said, I hope this doll isn't sitting around my shop for forever, but there's a possibility if I'm going to be completely honest with myself. So I was like, I don't want to get a bunch of kits and not end up having the time to paint them. So I need to do like one at a time and pace myself. So I did get just one kit, and my mom helped me make the decision. It was between either this one, or I'll insert pictures of the ones that I was interested in. But this is the, let me take out the little COA. So this is the Becca kit by Marita Winters. And check out that face. So it's not a fantasy kit. It is just a regular human baby, but that smile, and it's just such a cute little tiny kit. I just love the face and the little smiles in particular. But this is the kit, and look at the little face. It's like a cute little smiley face, and I don't know, like, and it's definitely faithfully sculpted. So this will definitely be an ethnic doll. And I just loved all of her dolls that she had, you guys. She's such a talented artist. There's a belly plate that's included with that. I have the body as well somewhere. So the little teeny tiny body that I can fill up. And these little limbs. And I did want a closed-eyed more so than an open eyed, so I don't have to go to the trouble of trying to find eyes. So especially since I'm sort of new to reborning, I love these hands too. They're so chunky. But yeah, so I got this kit to try my hand at if I decide to keep on painting Reborn. So I got this one, and so I'm hoping I can just kind of paint this alongside of Pumpkin here and have those two available. I'm not sure if I'll be keeping them in my collection or not. I probably will keep Pumpkin, honestly, because it was my first Reborn, and I really am super in love with the sculpt. But I would love to make a lot of these little tiny Marita Winters ones to maybe sell at a future show. But I'll just have so much fun painting it, I know for sure. So that was in my bag as well. So those two Reborn kits. And then Elisabetta was so super sweet and gifted us in class. She gifted us some Reborn like finishing material that I do not know. I'm still unpacking, like I said, you guys, so I'll probably put it in another bag somewhere. But she gave us some sponges at the show to use on our Reborn doll. She's an amazing Reborn artist, and so yeah, she gave us some of these because they help her out a lot. So she just gave us things that would help us in our reborning process, which is super sweet of her. That's another thing that I got. And then I picked up this as well from Ashton Bryant, so Claire's Cuties by Ashton Bryant. And it is a little cow, you guys. I just could not resist. I was like, and I told her, I was like, do I really need another cow thing? No, because I have so many little cow things. My kitchen is cow themed, and I have like cow stuffies and stuff because I just think cows are just so cute. And I'm from the dairy capital of Georgia, so cows were, I was in FFA, so cows are always like an animal that's just around, and they're just so cute. So but I'm glad I picked this one up because I picked this up during the vendor social, which was before the actual shows started. I'm so glad I did because either the first or second day, there was like no more cows and barely any other little things there, like these pacifier buddies. I don't know what you actually call them, but they're attached to the little passy, which is super cute. But yeah, these little guys were like in a basket, and she had like a koala, I think she had koalas. I think they were koalas, bunnies, and a couple other animals, but I'm a sucker for a cow, you guys. So yeah, I just had to pick this one up, and he's super cute. I love the coloring, and so yeah, I got that. And then I believe one of the last things that I got, the last thing that I will share with you guys is this little cutie that I got from Jody Lombardo. So my teacher. So something in this cute small little bag. So we have, ta-da, a little baby, you guys. So a little silicone doll. It's been a while since I've picked up a silicone doll to add to my collection, but I just had to have this one. I kept going back to her table, and I wanted to get something from her table. I really wanted that Avatar doll. And I was thinking about it. I was like, if it's still here towards the end of the show or at the end of the show, I will definitely pick it up. But it actually did get sold. So I did not get that one. But fingers crossed I'll be able to get a blank and paint it up myself maybe. But I did get this little cutie, and I am just as happy with this little guy. Look. Or this little girl. Anatomically correct. I did not even realize at first, but look at how cute. And I will try to insert a picture of everything I got at the end of the video. But look, just little sleepy chunky baby. You guys know I love a chunky baby. And just, oh my goodness, like the painting on the hair is really nice. And this doll is just different than any of the other silicones that I have. I always try to get something different. Look at the butt. With every silicone in my collection, and it's just such a unique sculpt. It's from Jody, so it's extra special. It's just chunky and just super cute, and has armature, so like I said, it can pose nicely, and she's just so cute. I think I want to, even though there's parts I see like a he with this one, but squishy little fat cheeks. Love it. And so she came with this little bed, and then a little blanket that goes inside, and also a little outfit. So a little hat and some booties, which are probably, the other one probably fell in the bag, but some little booties and this little like jumper set. Super cute, but I actually really like her naked, you guys. Like, so you can see all the work on the body, and the paint work and all is just so beautiful and just vibrant. Like, that's what I love about her paint work. It just really, it really pops. So I really love that. But all right, so that is my haul. So yeah, that was my haul. That is everything that I got from, or just about everything, I think. um, like I said, I'm still getting things together and unpacking certain things. But yeah, that's what I got from Dolls of the World 2025, and it was just a blast, you guys. It was also a little tiring, but it was a blast, and I hope to be able to go again next year. Fingers crossed. We will see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will try to insert pictures at the end of the video. Okay, so this clip is from the next day because I was able to finally unpack everything and wanted to show you guys everything in more detail. So here again is the kit that I painted in Jody Lombardo's class. So you guys can see the detail a little bit better, I feel like, in this clip. So yeah, I got to do the inside of the ears a little bit more, the little points of the ears, but you can see that a lot of color was added more so in this clip, like the difference in the vinyl color. You can see little palms better on this one. Then the leg and footsies. And then the mini little silicone baby that I got from Jody. And this was the day of the show, so I was just scoping her table, and he was still there just waiting on me to grab him up, so, or her up, sorry. Just looks like a little boy to me, so I think I'll probably, if I dress him, I probably won't. I'll probably just put a little leaf on his private parts when I display him. But then his little goodies, so little crochet outfit, very nice. And then I also got this dress that I didn't show in the previous video clips, but yeah, just a little sunflower dress. I thought it was super cute for a miniature reborn or something. So I picked that up from the table beside mine. And then this is the Becca kit that I showed you guys. And then this outfit by Monica, and I have her information right here if you're interested in getting any handmade outfits for your own dolls. I will insert her information in the description of this video as well. But super cute. You guys can see the detail a lot better here. And if any of you reborn, make sure to check out Elisabetha's babies. And this is the like matting, miracle mat, she calls it, that she uses for like the finishing process of her painting on her reborns. So she gave us samples of it. I cannot wait to try it, but if you guys are interested, make sure to check her out. I will link her information in the description as well. And these are her sponges. And let's see. Yeah, so this is going to be the theme for next year's show. So I'm super excited. Sugar and spice and everything nice. So that should be a fun one to decorate for. So yeah, that is my haul. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.